Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 11th and kind of final episode of the second season of Jashin-chan Dropkick. I say kind of the final episode because the actual second season entry on my anime list only consists of the 11 episodes, and the 12th one is like an other kind of thing. So that's why I say that. Now, last episode was, it focused on the whole book thing, and just, I was wondering exactly how that would be resolved, but I wasn't really expecting much to come from it, and much did not come from it. It was just kind of washed away with like, well, it's still not good enough. It wasn't because of any decision I made to keep you here. It just literally doesn't work. That's how that went, which was mildly disappointing, but it's just how it goes sometimes. Just like this time, for instance. But yeah, that was the biggest thing. So how are they gonna end this off with this episode? I'm not quite sure. So, but the first thing we have is the dramatic scene at the cliff. So we might be do another one of those kind of like dub over clip things, maybe. So because I always do the first frame whenever I do these videos. So because I have to have it all ready to go. So yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1, play. No, yes, no. Oh. You better not be doing a recap. That's how wars get started. Well, I'll be right back while the opening plays. I knew it was a mistake to let my cat back in here. Yeah, nobody likes recap episodes. Especially having one as like the final episode is pretty frowned upon, I would say. So just love the happy look she has on her face as she just fist fights with Jashin-chan. It's one of my favorite things about the opening. Okay, what are we going to be actually getting here? That's an interesting place to start. Oh, you mean, okay, I get you now. Yeah. Yeah. Akihabara. Figured out fairly quickly that's what he was talking about. Right, a lot of build up to this. That's how it goes sometimes. Azusa 2. Azusa Nigo. Why does it sound familiar? It probably is. Oh yeah, I think that's what Ui called. Okay, yeah, I think it now. No, that sounds familiar. $19.99. Did any of that happen? Wow, that stupid goblin thing. It really is showing clips from the ED. It's amazing. I mean, some of this stuff happened. I don't really remember Azusa 2 at all. But I guess I'll miss Azusa 2 as well. So yeah, just that whole thing was her just big old fantasy, I guess. The ED, that is. Oh god. Well, that escalated. Long enough. Yeah, it is a bit chaotic. So I guess it really is a recap episode. At least somewhat. I definitely remember some of these bits. Drop diff. There's probably a few. I know, right? That's new to me too. Yeah, definitely not zero. But can you truly explain it, though? You are not a fish. uh, it's so distorted of what actually is the show. Her swan song. Can you even do that? I think it might be on you. Oh. Okay, now you can... Yeah, now tell me more. All the love. It's a story full of love, no matter how you look at it, yeah. ATM. Everyone loves their ATM. Well, it's the most important love. At least you can admit that. It's just who she is. Okay, that is not the AI I was thinking of. Jesus, calm down. Tuchinoko as well. Even bring up the stupid suit thing again. It seems like it. But yeah, she's just all over the place. I can barely keep up with this nonsense. This is even more just chaotic than usual. Yeah. I'm sure you and I could do a much better explanation. Wind inside is always a very ominous thing. At least you'll be able to follow Uranus version better. Even if it's less accurate. Or at least no more accurate. I love the Urina version of herself in her head. Because of course she's this cool in it. Yeah, some very cool visuals. And then we summon the legendary devil, Jashin-chan. Oh wow, yeah, they really went all the way with these visuals. Wow. Hello, Jashin-chan. Yeah, she even is bleeding. I thought she might be. and then she puts on her kid outfit. I mean, it's fairly accurate. Chikuwa. I don't think anyone can do it. I think it's just lost cause. So basically, yeah. But then you couldn't kill her, and now shenanigans ensue every day. Don't ask for the impossible. Also known as Medusa. Yes. Although it stands for a lot of other things. One of the jokes of the show. Yeah. Much like the name. We got beef. There's also, yeah, some angels and stuff. It's pretty crazy. The angel population keeps growing too. Oh yeah, I remember that laugh. Yeah, there's also her. Social value. I mean, yeah, guess it's okay. A decent explanation. No, thank you. If that was true, I think she'd be dead by now. Full name. I actually forgot what her family name was. Ooh. That's how it always goes. You started it. Gonna make a mess if you don't stop that. Just gotta, you know, wait, do it proper channels. Why, right? What was that sentence? I know, let's not get back into the Mind Council. Go for it. Okay, yeah, we did kind of establish that was a no-go. Yeah, now what do we do? Actually progress the plot? Yeah, I don't know. How convenient. That would get people talking. Put her to bed. And here's the song. Gonna start that 10-minute counter now. I don't know why this feels familiar. Not a bad singing voice, though, for a devil snake thing. I swear I've seen something like this before. It may have been like a season 1 thing, I don't know. Got a lot of happy memories, though. Yeah, I actually do quite like her singing. Looks much less dramatic than in Urena's visualization. Well. Ooh. I think I remember that. Yeah, that was just looks so painful. I remember that. Let's all eat Jashin-chan together. Sakura all alone. And then not alone. And even the flashback versions. Oh, that's quite nice. So cool. Sure, there's all sorts of things you want done with those fingers. Always enjoy seeing Pekura getting food. I know. And that's the ATM. I guess it's a good way to phrase it. I don't want to work because I want to spend more time with you. I see, yeah, okay. Definitely gotta use that line someday. Buy your time with money. Too bad the pachinkos eat it all. Oh, you're the you say. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I'm trying to pay attention to both the visuals and the song, but I can't quite do it, so I'm missing a little bit of both. But it's quite a nice song. And bye bye, Jashin-chan. And that is an intense drop kick. Just noticed the subs are up top, so I'm gonna see that in the video. Yeah, I remember that, because that wasn't too long ago. Ironic. Definitely remember that. Yeah. I will never forget that. And they were not kidding about the length of the song. And she just pops out of her little coffin. Wait, see her back? I don't think I quite got that line. Yeah, those punks. Just looks so weird whenever she just crawls into the chest like that. The short period where she was human again. Or humanoid. Youth. Most of the characters in this show are hundreds of years old. There's our angel, you're in the true angel of the show. Yeah, I understand it perfectly now. Thank you for all that. Haha. Yeah, I never did see that character. Yeah, it was basically a recap episode. The drop kick on my heart. Well, we still get our ED. Yeah, that was the thing. It was a recap episode. They were not kidding. And she did sing for like 10 minutes. Again, she was not kidding. I do appreciate the shamelessness, at least. Definitely a hard episode to react to because, you know, it was a recap episode. It did have some nice stuff in it, though. It was a nice song. I like some parts of it. And there was some enjoyment to be had just seeing clips of kind of some of the nice moments throughout the show. So then what, is the other, like, episode 12 thing supposed to be like the real ending or what? I'm not quite sure. Okay, well, yeah. That was the 11th episode of the second season of Jashin-chan Dropkick. And I'm really almost at kind of a loss of really what to say about this. Because, I mean, the very first thing we got, they warned us about it being a recap. Like, what is that? I'm going to go back to that, see what they said. I'm going to show you all of dropkick on my devil. Just all of it. What? You're doing a recap episode? No, it's a special. It's a special recap episode. It's totally different. No matter what anyone calls it, it's a special. How was that different from a recap? So yeah, he wasn't kidding. It was a recap episode. I mean, you know, recap episodes vary wildly from being complete waste of time to being fairly enjoyable. And I'd say this probably leans more towards the fairly enjoyable part of things. There's just not a whole lot to say about it. They talked about Azusa too, which, yeah, Azusa and Nigo, that reminded me of K-On! Because, you know, spoilers for K-On!, I guess, but there's one episode where Ui pretends to be Yui, and Azusa was like, hey, what's my nickname? And she doesn't know what it is because she's not actually Yui, so she just says Azusa Nigo, you know, Azusa too. It reminded me a lot of that. Don't know if it was a specific reference to that. Probably not, but it's what came to mind for sure. So, yeah, just Jashin-chan's complete jumbled up, half not true sort of description of the show was certainly quite something. And I definitely enjoyed Yurinez as well. She just looked so, everything was just so much more dramatic, you know, because she's more of the Chuni kind of character. So, you know, and of course in her head, she's not the kind of cute moe character she is here. She's much cooler, you know, taking injuries during this dramatic, super duper cool summoning of this, you know, ancient abomination devil in her room. Like just contrasting that from what it actually looked like, which we did see later in the episode. Quite a big difference. You know, I think she even had like a paper magic seal like on the floor and stuff. It's quite a bit different. It's quite a bit different. I did love just the amount of effort and budget put into that sequence, though, considering it's obviously not canon at all. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think if you put everything together, there was technically an accurate summary of the show in there somewhere. You know, describing the show as a show about love was certainly interesting. I mean, it's kind of true, though. Various types of love, especially pachinko love. I think that was the biggest thing. And it is just nice seeing her singing to Yurina in bed. Like, she said it would be like a 10-minute song. And I, again, thought they were exaggerating or joking, but no. She said it was, and it was. We just spent several minutes just Jashin-chan singing while we saw various stuff from the show. Just, yeah, fair enough. Like, yeah, the episode was fine. You know, as far as recap episodes go, it was fine. There's not really too much to complain about. It just, I don't think many people are going to watch reactions to this episode. Although I could be wrong. Who knows? But, yeah, really not much to say about this at all. It does make me curious what the actual 12th episode's gonna be. Like, I think it was, yeah, I think it's called Chitose-hen, I believe. So, yeah, the synopsis says the episode will be funded through Chitose's hometown tax program. So, yeah, interesting little thing there, I guess. And it said it aired on April 30th, so it wasn't even too long after the... yeah, this episode. So, yeah, very curious what we'll end up covering. Hopefully it's good, though. Hopefully. I don't know. Really not much to say about this at all, so I'm just gonna end it off here before I just repeat myself too much. But it was fine. Just the best thing I say about it was fine. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.